Everybody now wants to hear केमिति business को आसिले.
Businessman had no value. Then I mentally decided that I'll stay back.
JB Patnaik giving industries in the 80s कि माने most of the big industries were benefited from that scheme.
He was the first chief minister in the country who thought tourism should be an industry. He had a slogan, Hajar Din Ra Hajar Industry.
Yes.
So we are product of that slogan. ଯେତେବେଳେ ବିଜୁ ବାବୁ ଚିଫ୍ ମିନିଷ୍ଟର ଥିଲେ ହି ଇନଭାଇଟେଡ୍ ଦି ଦେନ୍ ପ୍ରାଇମ୍ ମିନିଷ୍ଟର ଚନ୍ଦ୍ରଶେଖର ଥିଲେ ଏଠିକି ଛୋଟ ହୋଟେଲ କାହିଁ କରୁଛୁ ବଡ଼ଟା କରୁନୁ ଯୋଉଠି 1000 ଲୋକ ବସିପାରିବେ ଦି ଭିଜନ୍ ୱାଜ୍ ଗିଭେନ୍ ବାଇ ବିଜୁ ପଟ୍ଟନାୟକ ଲ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ ୱାଜ୍ ଗିଭେନ୍ ବାଇ JB ପଟ୍ଟନାୟକ ବାଇ ଦ ଟାଇମ୍ ଆଇ କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟେଡ୍ ଦ ହୋଟେଲ ମିଷ୍ଟର ନବୀନ ପଟ୍ଟନାୟକ ୱାଜ୍ ଚିଫ୍ ମିନିଷ୍ଟର
इतने setback परे the next was Chilika I think.
To get that 9 acres of land, it took me 3 years. ये जमीन नहीं कि ये बस्ता हुई किसी कर परिवार
I will take this opportunity. Please request करंतु लोकमानन को कि doing your first business is not opening a restaurant.
Restaurant business is one of the most difficult business to run. Every 3 months one restaurant is opening, every 3 months one restaurant is closing.
And the question I want to ask is tourism department. Why are we lacking?
Our officers are also traveling around the globe. They come and speak, but when it comes to real task on the ground, it doesn't happen.
So what is that EY doing in that the tourism department?
Government says that the tourism will be promoted by the embassies, but they are not effective in promoting tourism as it was done by the tourist offices.
Hello and namaskar. Welcome to my new podcast. आजिर गेस्ट होचंती ओडिशार हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री रो गोटे लिविंग लेजेंड डॉक्टर JK महांती चेयरमैन और मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर ऑफ स्वस्ति ग्रुप 1984 रु आरंभ करथिबे स्वस्ति ग्रुप को आज से ओडिशार मोस्ट रेस्पेक्टेड होटल इको रिजॉर्ट आउ एजुकेशन ब्रांड बनैचंती से पाइचंती टूरिज्म रत्न अवार्ड IATO हॉल ऑफ फेम और रिसेंटली ऑनररी डॉक्टरेट फ्रॉम किट यूनिवर्सिटी एई एपिसोड रे कथा हबा तांको विजन तांको सैक्रिफाइस आउ लेगेसी बिल्ड करिवार जर्नी विषय रे हेलो सर इट्स अ ट्रू ऑनर टू हैव यू हियर थैंक्स आपण आसिले बहुत भल लागिला बेसिकली मु जाननी कि आपण मो वीडियोटा देखि चंती कि देखि नांती बट आमे एई पॉडकास्टटा करूछु आजिर गोटे यूथ को इंस्पायर करिया पई कि वी हैव पर्सनालिटीज लाइक यू इन ओडिशा जे आज वर्षे वर्षे खटिकी गोटे बिजनेस रे यू बिकम ए लेजेंड एंड हॉस्पिटैलिटी बिजनेस कहले स्वस्ति ग्रुप ओडिशा पई जहा करिसंती बहुत कम होटल चेन्स ही ओडिशा रु आसीची एवरीबॉडी नाउ वांट्स टू हियर योर लाइफ स्टोरी केमिति स्टार्ट करले केमिति बिजनेस को आसीले इफ वी कैन स्टार्ट अबाउट योर चाइल्डहुड एंड अबाउट योर स्कूलिंग एंड एवरीथिंग
schooling भुवनेश्वर थिला
एठी बॉर्न हेतिले
born in Bhubaneswar किंतु गाँ जाजपुर सेठी we have not spent much time in our village and पाठ start हेतला unit 2 boys high school but then my father thought that it a Odia medium school so my son should go to English medium school class 5 रे मु entry करिया पूर्व my father took me to Stuart School. Then I finished my senior Cambridge. Senior Cambridge रे भी गोटे वर्ष extra नेली. So after senior Cambridge then मोर desire थिला that I will do Bharat law. सेतबेल को बारिस्टर रणजीत महांती थिले कटक रे. I used to like him. I wanted to follow him. But then the senior Cambridge रो परे मो माइंड टिके चेंज करली I thought I will do hotel management and I will do hotel management in सेतबेल the best of the hotel managements were in Europe Austria रे I wanted to do so those days foreign exchange there was a limitation of foreign exchange every year only 10 students were allowed to do hotel management and Ministry of Tourism Government of India used to give the foreign exchange when I approached the ministry so only one seat left. 9 seats have gone. This year only one more seat is left. So you have to come and deposit with a bank draft of 2 lakhs.
Which year is this?
76. There was no flight those days. So train उत्कल एक्सप्रेस ना नीलाचल एक्सप्रेस से सब ट्रेन रे लगिला 2 दिन आसो ट्रेन रे आसो बैंक रे पुणी ड्राफ्ट बने कि पुणी अगेन आई रिच्ड बाय द टाइम आई रिच्ड दैट सीट वाज गॉन देन आई मेड अ ट्रंक कॉल टू माय फादर से तो मोबाइल फोन तो नथिला दैट दिस सीट इज गॉन व्हाट डू आई डू नाउ एंड देन आई थॉट ताले मु दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी एडमिशन नै जाउछ आई टुक एडमिशन इन दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी इन history honors. 2 Odia gentlemen who were lecturers, Shakti Das, ex-governor of Reserve Bank, and Prasanna Mohanty. Prasanna Mohanty told me, to history honors, join political science honors, there's more future. So I joined political science honors. By the time I finished my honors, setabale kono businessman had no value. Setabale Odia loko join khojiye mane IS nol IPS hithibo darkar. So my father was always insisting I should appear for civil service, and I was supposed to appear for civil services. Setabale kote income tax raid hela. Those days there were maybe hardly 10 chartered accountants in entire Odisha. Semti accounts maintain ho notila, kichi ho notila. So when I came back home, I found my father little down. Everything, bank account was seized, nothing was available. So that time गोटे सिनेमा हॉल थिला and my father's construction business.
The first Syria opening ହେଇଥିଲା ମାନେ lot many people don't know this.
Syria opened in 1972. Mrs. Nandini Satpathy was chief minister. She inaugurated. When I came back, I found my father disturbed. I thought ମୁଁ ଯାଇକି ସେଠି ପୁଣି ଦିଲ୍ଲୀରେ ରହିକି ପାଠ ପଢ଼ିବି ନା or should I help my father? Then I mentally decided that I'll stay back. Then I took second loan for Swati Cinema. Loan was easily sanctioned, and we built another cinema hall within 1 year after I came back.
82, 83.
And after building that cinema hall, I thought I should be doing something else. And in 1980, J.B. Patnaik was chief minister, and he declared hotels as industry. He was the first chief minister in the country who thought tourism should be an industry.
Sir, I'll just interrupt you here. I think this is my 10th or 12th podcast, 8-9 with very prominent businessmen. ये जो 9 जन 8 जन जो businessmen अछंती, maybe out of 8, 6 have this same story कि JB पटनायक आस्थिले industry ପାଇଁ କାମ ଦେଇଥିଲେ. So that JB Patnaik giving industries in the 80s has so much of effect in the Odisha. Aji ame jani paruchu ki mane most of the big industries were benefited from that scheme.
He had a slogan, Hajar din re Hajar industry.
Yes.
So we are product of that slogan. And mu jetale Delhi University re patha poduthili, I used to go around seeing all the hotels, all the big hotels, all the 5-star hotels. Dekhi ki when I used to compare my city, there are 2 good hotels, Rajmahal and Pushpak. That chhada aur kichhi not.
Prachi asi nathila.
Nah. I thought I should do something better than Rajmahal or Pushpak. So that was my thing. Then I asked my father, to go to hotel karibu. My father was, na hotel karibu to Delhi 1000 kukda maribu, chali maribu, so bahut papo habo. That's what he thought. But I kept insisting him for some time. My mother was a silent listener to my views, my vision, and my father's refusal. He said, "Nahin, to contractor kornu, contractor ho, special class contractor ho, bhal kariyo."
Father was a contractor.
He was a special class contractor, and he was doing very well.
Yes.
So after listening to me for quite some time, my mother said, "Kouti karibo hotel." The present Swosti Grand was my mother's kitchen garden.
ଆପଣ ସେଇଠି ରହୁଥିଲେ ବହୁତ ବର୍ଷ ଯାଏଁ ସେଇଠି ରହିଲେ.
1955 ରେ ସେ ଘର ତିଆରି ହେଇଥିଲା, ଆଜି ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଅଛି. That house had 36 rooms. So ଉପର ତଳ ହେଇକି ଆମେ ସବୁ all 6 brothers, half a dozen. So we were staying there. I told him, ଏଇଠି କରିଦେବା. My vision was limited, so I thought ଏଇଠି କରିଦେବା. She agreed. Then came question of finance. Initial तो capital तो ଆମକୁ ଲଗେଇବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ ନା. ତାପରେ loan phone ନହେଲେ initial capital.
One business which is highly capital intensive. ମାନେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ପୁରା ପଇସା ଲଗେଇକି ଆଇଦର ଲୋନ୍ରେ ନିଅନ୍ତୁ ନିଜେ ଲଗାନ୍ତୁ ପୁରା ହୋଟେଲଟା ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ.
So my mom asked, how much you require? You see, ମୁଁ ଦିଲ୍ଲୀ ୟୁନିଭର୍ସିଟିରେ ପାଠ ପଢ଼ିଲା ବେଳକୁ I used to get a pocket money of 600 rupees every month. And within that 600 rupees, I paid a house rent of 150 rupees. 150 rupees for my bike. Rest food, empty costar chalthal. So my mother asked how much you require. I said, "Wo to apply kare ago." So then I applied to OSFC and Epicol. They were financing hotels. ସେତେବେଳେ ମୁଁ ଦିଲ୍ଲୀ ୟୁନିଭର୍ସିଟିରୁ ନୂଆ ନୂଆ ଆସିଥିଲି. My dress code was t-shirt and jeans. So when I went for application and all the concerned officer over there looked at me from top to bottom and said, "ତମେ ଆଉ 2-3 ବର୍ଷ ପରେ ଆସ. You're too young for a hotel project." Because my loan requirement was about 1 crore 25 lakhs. So I came back to my father and so he said, the officer told me to come back after 2-3 years. He had his contacts and he rang up somebody and I got the loan. Once the loan was sanctioned, the initial capital had to come from our side. So I asked my mother, minimum 1 lakh of investment kariyako padiyo. 1 lakh was a big amount those days. She said, "Chal mo sangare." What? I'll give you the money. I said, "How can you, where will you get 1 lakh? She took me to Katak, jewellers, Hare Krishna Das Madhavji. She mortgaged her ornaments. ସେତେବେଳେ 3,300 ଟଙ୍କା ଥିଲା ସୁନା ଭରି. ତ 30 ଭରି ସୁନା ସିଏ ବନ୍ଧା ପକେଇକି she gave me 1 lakh. That was the seed capital. I told her I'll pay you back the moment I get money. With that money, that was the biggest blessing of my life. I call myself entrepreneur, but I witnessed that she is a much better entrepreneur than me.
विजन को सपोर्ट कर लेते.
Vision को support कर ले and she took the risk. So that confidence she had internally on me and her blessings, that matters more in my life till today. I paid back her 1 lakh after I started earning. Then the work started and her kitchen garden she gave away to Edicor. And that is where Swosti Grant starts. So garden safa hayagala, ye hayagala. I requested Mr. J.B. Patnaik to come and lay the foundation stone. So she asile with Mr. Niranjan Patnaik, Basant Biswal. So 7 ministers were there. They came to lay the foundation stone. Foundation stone hala kamo jor challa. Since my father he was a contractor. He had this.
Easier for.
It was easier.
To build.
Yeah. So we made that hotel stand in 14 months.
माने 80s रे माने impossible task माने.
But hegala because of my father's expertise and the construction team was there. So hegala. Then I went to Mr. J.B. Patnaik to request him to inaugurate. Ebbe foundation stone diya haichi, ebbe inaugurate kari adokchu. He picked up his phone, asked his secretary, he asked L.I. Parija industry secretary, "Tome tadi sabu dekhi ke asila ye kon mate dakchante inauguration kariyako, whether the hotel is actually completed or not." All of them came and saw the hotel and all. And restaurant re basile dekhile.
I remember the restaurant, right? Pura white cloth है कि माने आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट 91 माने वो 5-6 years थी भी एक्सीलेंट माने चिकन टिक्का मसाला एंड नान. आई स्टिल रिमेंबर.
बिल्डिंग तो पूरा कंस्ट्रक्शन है गला. But I started with only 10 rooms and the restaurant. You see, money was the problem. So I did not have money for keeping a general manager or anything. It wasn't necessary. So I was the restaurant captain, manager, waiter. I had one guy from Goa, George, who was the chef. So we could do it. Tapre emane industry secretary jaiki report dele file re hotel is ready for inauguration. And J.B. Patnaik was very happy that tankar jo industrial policy se bare declared the first project which has come. So he was very happy to come and inaugurate and blessed us. But since the day the hotel opened, I went to OSFC and gave them post-dated checks till the repayment of the loan. ସେତେବେଳେ ମୋତେ MD OSFC କହିଲେ ଦେଖ ଗୋଟେ ଚେକ୍ ଯଦି ବାଉନ୍ସ ହେବ ଏଟା କ୍ରିମିନାଲ ଅଫେନ୍ସ ହେବ. I'll make sure it doesn't bounce. And OSFC or Epical never had to come to my doorstep to ask for payment.
तो केते लोन निया हैला कोन EMI थिला?
ସେତେବେଳେ 1 crore 25 lakh sanction ହେଇଥିଲା, but I completed the project in 90 lakhs. Rest 35 lakhs I didn't draw. With 10 rooms we started the hotel and slowly kept on adding the other rooms. And within 1 year all the other rooms were also ready. Today we have about say a hotel about 57 rooms. And ଯେବେ ଠୁ ଖୋଲିଲା, my parents' blessings were there, God's blessings was there. The hotel has been doing very well. People, those who are outside Odisha, Odias, those who are in USA or abroad, and ସେମାନେ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଆସିଲେ ସ୍ୱସ୍ତିରେ ଗୋଟେ ମିଲ୍ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଖାଇବେ. ଯେତେବେଳେ ବିଜୁ ବାବୁ ଚିଫ୍ ମିନିଷ୍ଟର ଥିଲେ ହି ଇନଭାଇଟେଡ୍ ଦି ଦେନ୍ ପ୍ରାଇମ୍ ମିନିଷ୍ଟର ଚନ୍ଦ୍ରଶେଖର ଥିଲେ ସେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଇନଭାଇଟ୍ କରିଥିଲେ ହୋଟେଲକୁ ଫର୍ ଲଞ୍ଚ। ସୋ ସ୍ୱସ୍ତି ଗ୍ରାଣ୍ଡରେ ଯେଉଁ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କୱେଟ୍ ହଲ୍ଟାରେ ଜାଗା ହେଲାନି। ସୋ ବିଜୁ ବାବୁ ଫେଲ୍ଟ ଲିଟିଲ୍ ଏମ୍ବାରାସ୍ଡ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଡାକିଛନ୍ତି ଏଠି ଜାଗା ହେଉନାହାନ୍ତି। ସୋ କେତେଜଣ ତଳେ ଖାଇଲେ କେତେଜଣ ୱେଟ୍ କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିଲା ଅଲ୍ ଦୋଜ୍ ଥିଙ୍ଗସ୍ ହାପେନ୍। ସୋ ସେ ମାନେ ଶହେ ଅଫ୍ ଇଏ ସେ ଏଠିକି ଛୋଟ ହୋଟେଲ କାହିଁ କରୁଛୁ ବଡ଼ଟେ କରୁନୁ ଯେଉଁଠି 1000 ଲୋକ ବସିପାରିବେ ହଲ୍ ଗୋଟେ ବଡ଼ କର। ମୁଁ କହିଲି ହଉ ବଡ଼ କରିବି। ଦେନ୍ ଆଇ ଥଟ୍ ଅଫ୍ a bigger banquet hall, more rooms because this hotel was doing full. ବିଜୁ ବାବୁ ଆଇଡ଼ିଆ ଦେଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ପୁଣି ଚିଫ୍ ମିନିଷ୍ଟର ଜେବି ପଟ୍ଟନାୟକ ଆଉ ଥରେ ଆସିଲେ। ଲୁଲୁ ମହାପାତ୍ର ୱାଜ୍ ଦେୟାର। ଲୁଲୁ ୱାଣ୍ଟେଡ୍ ମି ଟୁ ପୁଟ୍ ଅପ୍ a hotel in Rajhans Island in Satpara.
It is one of the most underrated places in Odisha.
Yes.
ମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ଆଡ଼େ ଚିଲିକା ଗୋଟେ ଆଡ଼େ ସମୁଦ୍ର ମାନେ it is must go place, never promoted properly. One of the very underrated.
So Lulu took me to JB Patnaik ପାଖକୁ ନେଇକି ଗଲେ and then JB Patnaik କହିଲେ ହଁ it's a good idea but environment clearance CRZ clearance ମିଳିବନି because it is within 500 meters of sea so we could not get the CRZ clearance. Then I told JB Patnaik sir ଆପଣ ସ୍ୱସ୍ତି ଗ୍ରାଣ୍ଡ ଇନାଗୁରେଟ୍ କରିଥିଲେ ସେ ହୋଟେଲ ଭଲ ଚାଲିଛି why don't you give me land for another hotel in Bhubaneswar? କହିଲେ ହଁ କର। Then I applied for land and JB Patnaik sanctioned the land. The vision was given by Biju Patnaik. Land was given by JB Patnaik. By the time I completed the hotel, Mr. Naveen Patnaik was chief minister.
I still remember a family friend of mine got married 2000 रे गुजराती wedding थिला and people were amazed to see the hotel. इतने बड़ा banquet in 2000 like and the people were just keep seeing the banquet.
Yeah, it was a big risk that I took and I did suffer financially for 5-6 years because after super cyclone there were no tourists, nothing.
बहुत बड़ा बहुत rooms inventory भी है गेला. I think 200 rooms.
No, 150 rooms. You see, but JB Patnaik was instrumental in so many things. You know, when he was Minister of State for Defence in Delhi, tourist nahanti, there is no flight connection between Bhubaneswar, Delhi or anything. So we went and approached him. कि आज्ञा ओडिशा को गोटे फ्लाइट तो एटलिस्ट किसी चलिए बिकॉज फ्लाइट यूज टू कम टू दिल्ली वाराणसी एंड वाराणसी बैक। ही स्पोक टू द सिविल एविएशन मिनिस्टर एट दैट टाइम मुफ्ती मोहम्मद साइद सो दे गेव दिल्ली वाराणसी सेट ऑफ एक्सटेंड कर देले भुवनेश्वर को। सो दैट टाइम लॉट ऑफ फॉरेन टूरिस्ट स्टार्टेड कमिंग हियर सो इवन द फ्लाइट कनेक्टिविटी टू भुवनेश्वर दैट क्रेडिट ऑल्सो गोज टू जेबी पट्टनायक। सी नथिले एटा है नथांता। सो आमे सब होटेल एसोसिएशन करके जाके तांको अप्रोच करलु कि आज्ञा गोटे फ्लाइट जमते हेले दरकार
तो मझिरे को बंद ही थिला
फ्लाइट नथिला।
ओ बट 90s रे थिला 80s रे थिला
ना ना दिस वाज इन 86 सो फ्लाइट जतले चलिला टूरिस्ट स्टार्टेड कमिंग व्हेन फॉरेन टूरिस्ट स्टार्टेड कमिंग से माने कहले हमको एयर कंडीशन कोच दरकार भुवनेश्वर पुरी जीवु कोणार्क जीवु और गोपालपुर जीवु सो ओडिशा रे गोटे हेले एसी कोच नथिला देन स्वस्ति ट्रैवल्स वी वर देयर देन आई थॉट व्हाई नॉट स्वस्ति ट्रैवल्स टेक पुट एसी कोच देन आई अप्रोच्ड ओडिशा स्टेट फाइनेंस कॉर्पोरेशन ये गोटे एसी कोच करी दे लाफ्ट एसी कोच ओडिशा रे के बसिबो मु कहली ओडिशा रे बसिया लोकन पे मु आणुनी बाहर लोक आसिले तो बसिबे ना दे फर्स्ट रिजेक्टेड द फाइल कि एसी कोच वायबल नो ओडिशा रे सो ओडिशा नेवर हैड एसी कोच Mr. SP Nando was their MD OCPC. Then I went and approached him. Mr. If we don't do foreign tourists जो आसुचंती काली सकाळ they will stop coming because from Bhubaneswar to Gopalpur एबे जो 6 lane fixed lane सेतळ नथला ना गोटे रास्ता it takes almost 4.5 hours 5 hours to reach Gopalpur. So AC coach टा निहाती दरकार and all. So he took a risk. Some officers are like that. He is no more unfortunately. He called the MD. He was MD and he called the ED, Mr. TN Mahapatra thale, AC coach ta sanction kariba ame. We will finance it. And तमे स्वस्ति होटल को mortgage रखी दियो AC coach finance करो. So I signed the agreement and all. We got the AC coach. आमे AC coach आनिलु 86 till 96 there was no 10 वर्ष पर्यंत AC coach नथिला. There was only single AC coach in Odisha. AC coach आसिला, tourists आसिले, things started moving and आमे सब तो होटल करदेलु लोन नहीं गलु 86, 87, all the hotels became defaulters. All the hotels in Puri रे so many total Vijay International, ये से बहुत कटक रे भी बहुत हे गला. Everybody became defaulter because tourists नांती, business नहीं. So OSFC started seizing the hotels under Section 29. ताला पके दो. Then we all had to form an association, Hotel Association of HRAO, Hotel Restaurant Association of Odisha, to fight. Then we went to again to JV Patnaik. सर आम आप पैसा देले आम होटेल करदेलु कि होटेल चलुनी अभी जी टाइम रिपेमेंट पीरियड इज ओनली 7 years हो पारुनी हमको फर्दर टाइम दिया जाओ. ही वॉज क्वाइट कंसिडरेट. ही अगेन आस्क्ड चेंज द फाइनेंशियल नॉर्म्स. टाइम दियो. वी कांट क्लोज द होटेल्स. वी हैव फाइनेंस देम फॉर द डेवलपमेंट. वी हैव क्रिएटेड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. सो ही सपोर्टेड द होटल एसोसिएशन. MD, OSFC, people both were given. They were forced to give time to us. So, coming back to opening of Swosti Premium, there is a story, there is a mysterious story about Swosti Premium. ଯେତେବେଳେ land ମିଳିଗଲା, land ମିଳିଲା ପରେ ମୁଁ ଦେଖିଲି the banks were not very keen to finance hotels because already hotels had defaulted
10 years back.
10 years back, so nobody was keen to finance hotels. Have you heard about Guruji Chandrabhanu Satpathy?
No.
He is now Guruji, but at that time he's a retired DG police of Uttar Pradesh. He was he's a Sai Bhakt. He was regularly coming to official kamare asi rohutile swastre rohutile. Then one fine evening I met him and said seti gote jami milchi gote bado hotel kariya ko kintu finance miluni plan approve he paruni kichi honi bahut asubidha achi. So the mystery is he closed his eyes and said से जमीर नॉर्थ ईस्ट कॉर्नर रे गोटे लेदर पड़ी से लेदर टाक बाहर कर दियो तुम काम आरंभ हम. आई रिफ्यूज टू बिलीव हिम. मु कहली आपन जदि सत कथा कहथिबे चलंतु मो संगे मते देखेबे कोठी चमड़ा पड़छि. मु निजे चले कि नेली तांकू आमे ओलेलु जमी ऊपर सेठी देखिलु कोठी तो लेदर नाही से कॉर्नर रे पड़छि. देन आई वेंट टू द कॉर्नर किछ नाही. देन ही लाफ्ड. से आसिक तांको जोतारे टिके माटी आड़े देले गोटे लेदर बाहर करी लेदरटा फोपाड़ देले बाहर को. से जो लेदरटा उठेले से कहले ये बाबा बसवे. को बाबा ना शिरडी साई बाबा बसवे.
नॉर्थ ईस्ट साई मंदिर अच्छे.
साई मंदिर से बाबा बसचंती. एंड ता परे परे विदिन 3 months प्लान भी अप्रूव हो गला, फाइनेंस भी हो गला, सब हो गला, काम चलला. सो दिस इज वन स्टोरी, वन पार्ट ऑफ दिस स्टोरी विच वेरी फ्यू पीपल नो. So after opening, he said 5-6 वर्ष तक the financial problem हवा, which happened.
How bad was it? How did you face it?
You see, financial problem was no tourists, nothing, business nahi. After super cyclone, the interest was piling up. At one given time in 2004, I had to pay installment of 1 crore to the Tourism Finance Corporation, and I did not have 1 rupee. If I did not pay it by 15th March, the project would be coming on NPA, non-performing asset है. And TFC आमे लेखी के साइन करके भी देइथिलो. They had the authority to change the ownership, give it to somebody else. So I went begging from place to place to survive. One gentleman, Tara Patnaik, you must have heard his name, of Falcon.
बापा उसे मिसिकी प्रोजेक्ट करचंती रियल एस्टेट.
So I went and approached him. He's a distant relation. He's my father-in-law's cousin. So I said, I need this 1 crore, which I will pay with interest. Can you help me? He looked at me and called his younger brother, Puttu Babu, Kabuli aschi taku de de. And he gave me 1 crore. I said, do I have to sign anything? Kaun sign karibu tu? Tu ame join habu. No papers, nothing.
Why I am so happy to hear this. तारा अंकल जन को ना बहुत जन को सेमती हेल्प कर प्रॉब्लम रे. माने आज भी तांको कौन कष्ट कौन नहीं आपण तारा अंकल को हेल्प मांगे से करेंगे एमती केबे होनी. तो माने ही इज अ जेम ऑफ अ पर्सन. मु माने गुटे नहीं बहुत स्टोरी सेमती सुनी कि तारा अंकल बंचई देले, तारा पट्टाई बंचई देले, तारा पट्टाई बंचई देले.
So he gave me. So next day I deposited that money in TFCI. And I paid him back slowly. He never insisted. Bhagwan tanko kebe paisa shortage karna hanti. So he never had to ask me for money, and I kept on paying every month. that was a very big crisis I faced, where I became helpless. से टाइम रे तारा पटनायक भलिया लोक केते जण ओडिसा रे थिबे
ना माने पैसा हेले भी कि दे दउची कि हेल्प कर दउची माने इट वाज ओनली तारा पटनायक, नो वन एल्स.
देन सेटा चलला परे when that Swosti Premium, Swosti Grand, they were established. Tata's Sanjay Patnaik, you may be knowing him, he called us. हमर गोटे छोट प्रॉपर्टी अच्छी गोपालपुर रे, हमें सेटा ताला पकी कि सिक्यूरिटी गार्ड दरमा दउछु खाली तमे नै कि जदी चली परिबो. It's a good hotel. So I took it on a lease, still doing well.
This was 2009-10.
2005.
Very early माने गोपालपुर मेफेयर ही नथिला, ओब्रॉय जस्ट बंद होबाकू जाउथिला. 2005-6 ओब्रॉय बोधे बंद हेछि.
Now we are doing to a big project in Gopalpur now.
ओहो अच्छा.
My son has joined me also. He is very creative, hard working and
very hard working. माने he is my batchmate, I know him. बहुत hard working. तो इतने setback परे माने इतने कष्ट परे, how the next was Chilika, I think.
I am telling you, in 2010 I wanted to do the Chilka project. I got a tourism department approval. Land I had purchased in 1995 for Chilka. You see, Chilka re, I went and saw the place. I had a tour operator from England whom I took over there. He says it's a fantastic place, and that place where I put up the hotel is there's a different story again. Setika lokomane, they were not doing any agriculture farming on that land because the land was not suitable for agriculture. So land podithila semti. And when I wanted to do that hotel project over there, so the villagers thought jamita taku kichi paisa pai gale e jami nei ki bastha hui kichi kar paribani. So I got the land very cheap, about 9-10 acres purchased. 9-10 acres belong to many families, you know. Kar 50 decimil, kar 10 decimil. To get that 9 acres of land, it took me 3 years.
It's a classic Odisha problem. माने एठी लैंड होल्डिंग एते वीक अछि विलेजेस रे एंड ये रे माने गोटे 3-4 एकर 5 एकर पैच करिया पई इट टेक्स इयर्स.
I had 300 families.
No, 300 families.
Getting them to Chhatrapur sub-registrar's office, signing, it took me 3 years to get that patch of land. And after selling off the land, when I wanted to do the project, they were the people who started objecting to it. Hammo jami upare
Mo bhago, mo ye.
Again, I had spent a lot of time convincing them. Finally, they got convinced, and those people who sold the land, they were not doing anything, no livelihood. So when I started the project, I asked them, would you like to work here? So they joined as laborers, and whole village was working as laborers. CCT je contractor je kaam nela se tanku use kala. And the project was completed in 2016-17 velku. After the construction was over, I gave them the same ladies kon karibe. So then I gave them an offer. Would you like to work in the hotel? So babu ame to kichi koi pariboni, katha koi pariboni. So we started training them ki tame katha koi paribo sabu. Bartman, you see those village girls, ladies jete achandi sabu, they are working in the resort.
Wow.
And others are suppliers to the hotel. The entire village is dependent on the hotel now. Kiye milk douchi, kiye mutton douchi, kiye chicken douchi, kiye onda douchi, kiye vegetables douchi. Fishermen, they go and do fishing. And then the first lot of crabs and prawns and all, they first sell it to us. Amaro jetiki requirement ame rakhi debu, tapare they sell it in Baluga. So the whole ecosystem works. Everybody is talking about rural tourism. This is one example of rural tourism. How a hotel project has helped the villagers. Entire village is dependent on Swosti Chilka resort. And they are happy. Swosti Chilka has become a wedding destination. Even NRIs are seeing the website. They are coming and doing weddings there. Total landscaping was done by a Thailand architect who is associated with us in Puri. Same Thai group is also doing our project upcoming in Gopalpur. Even Puri is a world-class project. Baharu jo mane aschandi Puri re emti hotel nathila, so we command a good price also.
I also say this कि इतने भलो ही कि competition टा आछि कि पूरा से area टा एवे up है जी मतलब new पूरी marine drive area टा.
Taj has come, ITC has come, Lemon Tree is coming, Sarovar is coming, Hyatt Pankaj Motwani, is tied up with Hyatt. So all big chains are coming now. And Puri would definitely become an international tourist destination once airport also comes up.
So how was experience of building Puri? After Chilika ite bhal chalna, you were pretty confident about Puri and everything.
Yeah, we could have done it little earlier, but ticket area doesn't matter. But touchwood, Jagannath Dham re, we are doing very well. Beyond our expectation. We were expecting a room rate of 5,000-6,000 rupees. But now I think we are doing a minimum room rate of 14,000. Puri re, tourists want good hotels. During season time, October to March, Puri is oversold. You don't get rooms any day.
So I was talking to Make My Trip guys. कहीं आमर भी होटेलटा अच्छी तो आम कथा होलु दे वर सेइंग कि आफ्टर गोवा इफ समथिंग इज पेरेनियल माने पूरा ईयर राउंड चले किसी टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशनटा आफ्टर गोवा इट इज पुरी माने पुरी इज सो पॉजिटिव इन देयर टूरिज्म डेस्टिनेशन लिस्ट.
Tourism plus pilgrimage. The biggest attraction is Lord Jagannath.
Yes.
People from across the world, Indians from across the world, they come to Puri for Lord Jagannath. All the big chains, they are all lining up to come to Puri now. So Puri would definitely be next destination after Goa. Goa is already oversaturated.
Yes. मैंने से peak भी देखी थी, fall भी देखी थी because of the saturation.
But Puri we are not compromising on our culture.
Yes.
We are protecting our culture, looking after, we don't want to make it like for the hippies. Yes. We don't want that crowd.
If something we take away from this story today, ki everything has to start small, right? And we have to work very hard behind it to make it grow big and to keep the legacy. तो माने आपण जो बूटस्ट्रैप करले लक्षे टंका रो स्टार्ट करिकी गोटे होटेलटा निज घर आगे रे एंड नाउ दिस brand which Odisha is known for, because I think Swosti has always been synonymous with Odisha tourism. I mean, you've been a big supporter of Odisha tourism throughout.
When I had the small hotel Swosti Master Canteen, that time also I was promoting Odisha tourism. It was always in my mind that the highest selling places in India are Goa, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Delhi, Jaipur, Agra. Why can't Odisha have more tourism and do better than those states? You see, Goa is known for its beach, Kerala for its backwaters, Rajasthan for its desert and palaces, Madhya Pradesh wildlife. Sabu state they have some unique character. Odisha has everything. You have mountains, beaches, largest lake of the northern hemisphere, Chilka Lake. We are sitting on a gold mine. You have mountains, backwaters. Koraput, Deomali Hills. You see, Odisha today has everything which rest of India has to offer. But we have not encased on it. Because Odias are less ambitious. We are not after money. We are happy with what we have. You see, today, if the government recognizes the fact that Odisha has such great tourism potential, which it does, but we have to put in that much effort to be a better destination than Thailand.
True.
Than Phuket.
Thailand is way ahead.
Now, our infrastructure hai gale, two things can happen. Ek re, we can give employment to our people. Second thing, Indians jette foreign jauchanti, annually I think India is spending around 9,000 crores on Indians spending money in Southeast Asian countries. That type of infrastructure which is there in Phuket or Pattaya or anybody, those types of good hotels, if they are there on the beaches, then Puri to Konark, there is nothing between them. If we can have that type of infrastructure here, ethi sabu Indians paisa kharcha karibe. Lot of country will save lot of foreign exchange. We will give employment to our people. They have huge budget, 800 crore budget. So, ବର୍ଷକୁ ଯଦି 800 crores on infrastructure ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରିଦେଲେ, I think our infrastructure बहुत solid ହେଇଯିବ. So we are a spiritual destination. Indians are spiritual by nature, born spiritual. So Lord Jagannath ଅଛନ୍ତି ଏଠିକି, then ବର୍ଷକୁ every year they can come here for darshan. And if good hotels are there, the beach is there, what type of entertainment, excepting those naughty entertainments which are there in other places, Thailand and all, ଆମେ ଭଲ entertainment ଦେଇପାରିବା ତାଙ୍କୁ. So all those things we have in Odisha. When we made a project report for Puri, we were expecting a tariff of 5,000, 6,000 rupees, which we gave to the bank, got the finance. But now we are getting 13,000 minimum rate in Puri. So the bank is also very happy, ready to finance us for as many projects as we want to do. But we are going slow. We are going slow because it takes time to build a hotel, to establish a hotel, to get people to work in it.
I think one of the most difficult business is to make a legacy hotel. माने छोटो होटल किए भी करी परिबो कि छोटो लॉज किए भी करी परिबो. But to build legacy hotels, that willpower, that money, that mental strength which you want is माने unimaginable. माने I've seen this line.
You see, people think that I must be tired. But go to project sarla pare, there's fresh energy for another project. I don't get tired. And there's a double engine now, my son. He keeps pushing me and he deals with the architects, interior designers and all. He speaks sense. So that gives me more confidence. You see, earlier hotel means it's a room. Now hotel can be a destination. Like Swosti Chilka Resort itself is a destination where people are coming and doing their weddings there. Chilka Lake was there earlier. Why were people not coming? We create an infrastructure that can become a destination. That attracts tourists. We have Simlipal, Satkosia, Bhitarkanika, Satpada. ସବୁଆଡ଼େ ଯଦି ସେମିତି infrastructure ହେଇଯିବ ଓଡ଼ିଶାରେ, we will beat any state.
I think Bhitarkanika is the most underrated destination in India.
You see, Bhitarkanika, I'll tell you a story. I was doing a road show in Berlin. ITB Berlin got a trade fair, where tourism trade fair every year. I was doing a road show there and I showed a small clip of Bhitarkanika. And a film producer, after seeing that, he says, "Where is this place?" I said, "This is there in Odisha." Then he said, "I want to go and see that place." He came and made a survey and then went back. Then came with a film team. His team of 15 crew members, 15 team. They were there for 1 month in Bhitarkanika shooting. And they have named it the mini Amazon. We got a billing for about 35-40 lakhs. Tankara khaiba piba roiba. Swosti Travels did that business. And they sold that video to National Geography for 5 crores. And they've named it Mini Amazon of India.
So we just take a small break. ଆମେ ଏଇ ବ୍ରେକ୍ରେ କ'ଣ କରୁ କି ଆମେ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରର କିଛି ଫେମସ୍ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରିଟ୍ ଫୁଡ୍ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ କରୁଛୁ. ତ ଆଜି ଆମେ ଆଣିଛୁ ମାୟାରାମର ଚାଟ୍. It's a very famous Bapuji Nagar stall.
Already looking very tasty.
Yeah, thank you. Please. So, ଆପଣ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରରେ କୋଉଠି ଖାଇବା ପସନ୍ଦ କରନ୍ତି? Of course, Swosti has the best restaurant I know.
But we go to all places to taste who's doing what's new in the market.
ପିଲାବେଳେ କୋଉଠି ବହୁତ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରିଟ୍ ଫୁଡ୍ ଖାଉଥିଲେ ମାନେ during your young age in ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର?
ମାଷ୍ଟର କ୍ୟାଣ୍ଟିନ୍ରେ ଗୋଟେ ଥିଲା ନୀଲମ ରେଷ୍ଟୁରାଣ୍ଟ. ବହୁତ ବଢ଼ିଆ ଖାଇବା ତିଆରି କରୁଥିଲେ ସେମାନେ. Ashok Hans had put up a restaurant there. Ashoka restaurant. That was also doing well.
Oh, acha. ଆଉ କୋଉଠି ଖାଉଥିଲେ? What is your favorite ଖାଇବା ମାନେ ଓଡ଼ିଆ food you eat a lot?
I enjoy eating at home. I love vegetarian food. Very rarely I take non-veg. ଆମ ଘରେ ତ non-veg ହୁଏନି. But vegetarian food you remain healthy most of the time.
କିଛି reason why ହୁଏନି non-veg food ଘରେ?
ରାଧାକୃଷ୍ଣଙ୍କ ମନ୍ଦିର ଅଛି. So my father established a big temple. The day he established the temple, he says no non-veg in the campus.
ମାନେ I want to know କି ଗୋଟେ restaurant ରେ what thought process goes into while opening a restaurant and how has it evolved? ମାନେ 80s ରେ जो eating culture ଟା ଆଜି କେତେ difference ହେଇଛି?
80s ରେ ଲୋକ ବେଶୀ ବାହାରେ ଖାଉନଥିଲେ. But today the younger generation has a lot of money in disposal, which we did not have when we were young. That is why in Pattaya you see every 3 months one restaurant is opening, every 3 months one restaurant is closing. Restaurant business is one of the most difficult business to run. It's very difficult for a restaurant to retain staff, retain cooks. It's difficult to sustain. Just building a restaurant and being able to sustain that restaurant, it's not an easy job.
Sir, I will take this opportunity, sir. You are a veteran in this field. ଆପଣ ଯେତିକି ରେଷ୍ଟୁରାଣ୍ଟ ବିଷୟରେ ଜାଣିଥିବେ ଆଉ କିଏ ଜାଣିନି ମୁଁ ଜାଣିଛି. So please, I will take this opportunity. Please request କରନ୍ତୁ ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କୁ କି doing your first business is not opening a restaurant. ଆଉ please restaurant ନ ଖୋଲନ୍ତୁ. it is a pandemic right now. People are treating it as their first business କି ଆମେ କରିଦେବୁ losing money. As a second business କି ଖୁସି ପାଇଁ କରିଦେବୁ losing money. ଠିକ ଅଛି. And it's a survey that 80% of the restaurant don't survive beyond 5 years. So your whole money is gone. So please tell people how difficult it is.
People like to experience things for themselves. Whether I tell them or I don't tell them, it is a passion. Somebody has a passion to open a restaurant, he will do it and face whatever consequences come. If you see new restaurant business, when McDonald's opened here, there's queues going up to 1 kilometer.
Sir, KFC जब खोला इतला मने लाठी चार्ज हैला first 3 दिन.
Now you see, there hardly any crowd. When a new restaurant opens, people will be crazy. What is there? But once or twice people go and then stop. All those people who are opening restaurant, they don't know that data block chadi out a restaurant kolchi. Pune out a block chadi out a restaurant kolchi. And each restaurant is pulling the staff from the other restaurants.
And serving the same food. And ଲୋକମାନେ ଏତେ ଇଜିଲି ନେଇ ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି. I know a lot of young people, they think କି ମୋ ପ୍ରଥମ ବିଜନେସଟା ମୁଁ ରେଷ୍ଟୁରାଣ୍ଟ ଖୋଲିଦେବି. And it doesn't run well, they are disheartened, and then they said no, ମୁଁ ଜବ୍ରେ ହିଁ ଭଲ ଥିଲି.
There is another drawback also. There is a competition in undercutting the rates.
Yes.
ସେ ଚିଲି ଚିକେନ୍ ଦେଉଛି 100 ଟଙ୍କାରେ, ମୁଁ ଚିଲି ଚିକେନ୍ ଦେବି 60 ଟଙ୍କାରେ. So next ଟା କହିବ ମୁଁ 40 ଟଙ୍କାରେ ଦେବି. So by the time you come to the fifth chap, he's losing money but still running.
ଚିକେନ୍ ତ 200 କୋଟି ଟଙ୍କା ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ, ସେ 5 star ହଉ କି ଗୋଟେ ଠେଲା ବାଲା ହଉ. So we just get to our next session where I ask you few questions, not many. And the first question I want to ask is tourism department. Mane, it is so difficult to work for them. I've been into hospitality for last 4 years, and last 3-4 years I see literally nothing has happened. How difficult it is, how difficult it was, or what should be done for the tourism department?
You see, getting land is a problem. And in urban areas now the rule is they will auction the land. And if they auction the land, it doesn't become viable for a hotel project. Because hotels have the lowest profit margin compared to any other business. Those who are passionate for tourism and hoteliering, they will only be there in this business. But if somebody is looking for huge profits, it's into real estate or gold, garments, those are the business where you can make money. Hotel is give you a fixed income monthly. If you have 50 rooms, you can expect a fixed income monthly. That my 50 rooms are full, this is my monthly income.
And the present real estate rates re ette bada hotel kariba is next to impossible.
And presently the land rate in the urban, especially Bhubaneswar, to buy at auction rate and then put up a hotel, you can never survive. So with this mindset, if the government is working and thinking that they will auction the land and more hoteliers will come, highly mistaken.
No, but they are planning to auction for last 3 years.
So that is why you see, we have the lowest number of star classified hotels in the country. Yes. There are about 16 hotels which are classified. 16 to 19. 19 hotels now, new 2-3 hotels. Life has come. Compared to Kerala, Kerala has 180 plus classified hotels. Jaipur city, only that city has about 40,000 hotel rooms. So when we talk about tourism, Delhi, Jaipur, Agra, highest number of tourists, infrastructure is there. There are hotels which cater to every category. The palaces have been converted to hotels. Jo bane jauchen, the lower category, the middle class category, they are good hotels also available for them. Hotel is the basic infrastructure for tourism to prosper. Amaro, if they think that by auctioning they will attract more hoteliers, they're mistaken.
And these were the same lands which they wanted to give it away at a very low price, so there could be at least star hotels in the city. And suddenly they thought, nah, hame auction kar do. And from last 5 years, there's been no new hotel in the city. माने जदि से 4 वर्ष
it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate.
जदि 4 वर्ष तोड़े से 9टा कि 10टा प्रपोजल पास ही था आज 10टा स्टार होटल ही था सिटी रे. And with the Asian Games coming, with the big games coming, how do we even support that? माने how do we even build that?
That is why we say that Odisha needs at least 5,000 rooms in star category. But if they auction, it will never come. The Hotel Association, we have been proposing to the government. But the government is seriously sitting on the fact that it will auction land and people will buy. It cannot. That is why in Kerala, they give you land at IPR and they give you 7 years time to repay the cost of the land. So the capital little capital which the promoter has, he will invest in the hotel project. Land rate, he will pay in 7 years' time. That is why so many hotels have come up. We are not able to compete with our neighboring state, Andhra. You see the way Chandrababu Naidu is inviting entrepreneurs, he is inviting, come and put up the hotels here.
I think Mayfair is opening one.
Mayfair has got land also. Yes. Chandrababu Naidu has called them and given land. Swosti has also got an invitation to come and select a plot of land, and as much land Swosti wants, we will give you.
Koraput, such a underrated hill station. One of the best monsoons you will see in Koraput, but no infrastructure. Bhitarkanika, as you said, mini Amazon, but gotte bhi hotel nahi.
Land belongs to forest.
There are forests everywhere in the world. Kenya is forest. Forest in terms of ecotourism. All hotels have not come, and in a sustainable way, in a very eco-friendly way. Aji backwaters to Kerala re bhi achi. And I think it is CGH Group. They do amazing hotels in the backwaters on the sea.
Yes, they have already done.
Why are we lacking? There's nothing like...
because our people go and stay there, they enjoy that place and come back, but don't want to do here. Our officers are also traveling around the globe.
Yes, they are always on a trip. Ki Singapore kemti paduchi tourism, London kemti tourism badla, Dubai kemti tourism badla, but
they come and speak also. Yes. But when it comes to real task on the ground, doesn't happen.
How will this broken system work? Tourism grow itte potential ki it can burst. We can be, if not number one, we can be in top 5, top 10 in tourism in India.
And that is why the Hotel Restaurant Association of Odisha, we conduct tourism conclaves, where we invite people from all sectors to come and talk and give suggestions, which is compiled and presented to the tourism department and the government of Odisha to consider and induct new ideas into the tourism policy so that our tourism can grow. We have been doing that.
The progress is very slow, and we will miss the bus. We have missed the bus with Kerala, we missed the bus with Rajasthan. Like, not many people know. If I ask you what is the top tourist destination in terms of foreign tourists, people will say Rajasthan or Kerala or Goa, but nobody knows it is Tamil Nadu.
Another reason while Tamil Nadu is it is well connected by air. Setu Maldives ro loko aschanti, setu Sri Lanka ro loko aschanti. A lot of foreigners who come to Sri Lanka, they also come to Chennai. Land India ko asla mane through Chennai aschanti. Maldives ko jo foreigners aschanti Europe ro America ro, they come to India, they come through Chennai airport.
There are Singapore flights 8 times a day, 10 times a day.
Singapore, Malaysia, Chennai is so well connected international flights. That is why there are so many international tourist arrivals in Chennai.
We've opened flights in Bangkok, Singapore, Dubai, but sea sector have we promoted that tourism?
You see, those 3 sectors are successful because of Indians going there and Indians coming back. We are not getting tourists from those places. Yes. So that is why we have been proposing to the government that let us do road shows in those 3 countries more aggressively, at least twice a year, which doesn't happen.
We spend so much on Odisha tourism ads across India. Why can't it happen in a Bangkok airport or a Singapore airport when we are well connected also?
Unfortunate, but the Hotel Association never stops proposing or pressing the government. We have been continuously doing it.
So what is that EY doing in that the tourism department?
I think they are there for only procurements. They have been selected. EY is doing only procurement job for the tourism department. You see, if EY is given the responsibility of bringing in international ideas, global ideas, they have offices globally. Yes. And they can easily do a roadmap for Odisha tourism. Yes. Step by stage, stage by stage, what we should do, where we should do, how to promote. That responsibility E&Y has not been assigned.
I remember Vishal Dev sir was there. Beautifully everything was going. He had this vision, tourism department ko agre nahi kijiye, and then things changes, everything off last 4 years so kichhi kama ho nahi. As they say, we are like India's best kept secret. So ମାନେ ଆଜି ସିକ୍ରେଟ୍ ରହିଯିବ ମୋତେ ଲାଗୁଛି.
But we are trying, and the present Deputy Chief Minister is very positive. Present Secretary also is very positive. We are hopeful. We've never given up hope. The foreign exchange which India is losing, people going to Phuket, people going to Malaysia, Singapore, Dubai, se bond ହେଇଯିବ ଯେତେବେଳେ ସବୁ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ ଭିତରେ ରହିବ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମର foreign exchange we will save. Unemployment will go.
So government is not realizing there is a sudden jump in southeast travel because getting visa around Europe is very difficult. So ଲୋକମାନେ ନିଜ କନଭିନିଏନ୍ସ କୁ ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି. ତ ସେଇ ଜିନିଷ ଯଦି ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ ରେପ୍ଲିକେଟ୍ ହେଇଗଲା and we stop going to southeast also.
They are relaxing to certain extent, but another bottleneck ହେଇଗଲା foreign tourist ନ ଆସିବାର. India had 18 or 21 India tourism offices in different countries. But Sarkar said foreign tourist offices band kar dele. Government has said the tourism will be promoted by the embassies, which they are not doing effectively. Embassies are looking after the foreign affairs and other things, but they are not effective in promoting tourism as it was done by the tourist offices. Earlier you used to see Odisha गोटे दीटा foreigner के बोलते अभी आप काहको देखिबनी, no foreigners.
We have a lot of young listeners जो चाहूँचंती कि यही मैंने किसी बिजनेस करंतु entrepreneurship रे जानतु. So maybe what would you suggest them? What unique they can do in hospitality? How small they can start? And how can they dream to get into hospitality?
You see, hospitality, कोटी restaurants भले चले, they do well in metros. There's a lot of floating population. Bhubaneswar is not a metro. So much of floating population is not there. The floating population जोटी बेसी होबो सेठी standalone restaurants चल परियो, automatic चलियो.
Can a person get into agro-tourism, rural tourism?
Yes, rural tourism, as I said, Swosti Chilka is one example. So we have given employment to those people. People want to go far from the madding crowd. The agri-tourism is also good. Mayfair has started resort in Siliguri in a coffee plantation area, coffee estate.
Even in Guwahati, I think also.
Yeah, concepts like that will sell. People want to go far from the madding crowd. Especially the IT sector is ruled by the youngsters. They want to slog out during the 4 or 5 days, and Saturday, Sunday they want to freak out somewhere where they get peace of mind. We have to create infrastructure for them. They have the money to spend, but we don't have that infrastructure. You talk about Bhitarkanika or Satkosia, they are the places people would love to go. But we need to create infrastructure there. And that's why the Hotel and Restaurant Association of Odisha is struggling with the government. Everywhere where there are forests, hotels, resorts, cottages, everything are there. Why not Odisha? Why should you ban from Bhitarkanika? Give some areas where you can put up good infrastructure. You see, there is a hotel in Simlipal done by NRI. There's 30 cottages in Lulung. It's fantastic.
Yes.
It's doing very well.
We did a small research about you and we found that you are IATO Hall of Fame and Tourism Ratna Award Medici. You've got India MICE Award and been conferred with doctorate degree by KIT University. I think you've done a lot about for the tourism of Odisha. Where this can go? How big effort will you put further? You
see, these awards were never demanded or expected by me.
Sure.
They have come to me during my course of work. So one day Dr. Achyuta Samant called me and said, whatever you have done in the tourism field, and asked me, we want to confer you the doctorate award in the tourism field. I was surprised, but they called me and gave me a doctorate in the field of tourism and to what I have done. Now, IATO has given the Hall of Fame award because I'm a hotelier, but I have done more for tourism than for my own hotels. That's why the Indian Association of Tour Operators, they gave the Hall of Fame award. And this year, on my invitation to them 3 years back, they are doing the IATO annual convention at Puri. And almost 1,200-1,300 tour operators from across the country would be coming, staying in Puri.
एंड 1200-1300 जन जदि टूर ऑपरेटर आसीबे दिस विल हिट देयर माइंड की गोटे प्लेस टाइम इति अच्छी एंड दिस विल इफेक्ट द नेक्स्ट 4-5 years. 4-5 years tourism बढ़िबो आउ फुटफॉल्स हबो सो इट्स अ बिग थिंग टू हैपन IATU इज अ बिग थिंग टू हैपन
We are sure after this convention is over, these tour operators who see Puri and they are going on post-convention tours to Bhitarkanika, Sambalpur, Debrigarh, all those places they are spreading out. So Odisha will get a big boost, and the government of Odisha is funding them also for this convention, and I think it will be a big boost for the Odisha tourism.
So the best we can do, you and me, we all can do is remain hopeful. There'll be a better tomorrow and we just need to work towards it. So thanks a lot. Mane, the amount of effort you've given to Odisha tourism, the whole industry is thankful to you, I think. Thanks a lot, sir.
I never thought that I'm working for somebody else. I have always been thinking I'm working for my state. I have been offered to join political parties, which I have resisted, kept myself at a distance, because my party is tourism party. It's not any other
Well
party.
said, sir. Just before you leave, ଆମର ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟ tradition ଅଛି. We serve good biryanis here in the hotel. So all our guests, we give biryanis.
Thank you. Anyway, thank you very much.
କେତେ ଇନ୍ସପାଇରିଂ ଜର୍ଣ୍ଣି ଥିଲା हार्टफेल्ट धन्यवाद जनाऊँगी डॉक्टर JK महांती को ओडिशा टूरिज्म प्रति तांको अवदान अतुलनीय यही एपिसोड आपण नुआ किछि शिखिथिबे बोली आशा करूची सब्सक्राइब करंतु पॉडकास्ट को शेयर करंतु फ्रेंड्स और फैमिली सहित देखंतु ए पॉडकास्ट मु पुणी थरे देखा हेबी गोटे नुआ एपिसोड रे धन्यवाद।